Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of Beech Grove Student News. I'm Emily Johnson.
And I'm Joshua Parker. Today we're going to take a look at how you can help the homeless vets, more on banned books, Friday's theme, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Alexis Whiteman with this week's weather forecast.
Good morning, Hornets. Today will be mostly sunny out with a high of 91 and a low of 73 with a 20% chance of rain. Tomorrow there will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 85 and a low of 76. Saturday will be cloudy with a high of 78 and a low of 54 with a 0% chance of rain. And Sunday will be sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 58 with a 10% chance of rain. That's all with this week's weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Powder Puff football signups have started this week.
Just a reminder that it is $7 per person and there needs to be 12 people per team. Here's with more information, Emily Leak and Maya McKee.
Are you a female and you've never had the chance to play football before? Well, now's your chance.
On October 3rd, Powder Puff football is going to be here at the high school from 6 until when there's a winner. At the game, there's going to be pizza available for $1, and then there's also going to be drinks there, such as like soda and fruit punch.
Years past, well, this is actually our last year was our first year, and last year the sophomores who are now juniors won last year. So who's going to be the winner this year? We'll have freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior teams, and they will play against each other for one winner who gets to sign a very official Powder Puff football.
In the next 2 weeks, look for the signups. Each person is $7 on a team, and a team usually consists of 10 to 13 players.
Be there!
Football was a fun experience last year for me because we won against the freshmen and won against them. And in the juniors, we won against them. And for the finals with the seniors, we got to play the full football field under the lights, which was fun.
Or me or Maya.
Have fun! Sign up!
See you there!
Last year we did a week worth of shows where your favorite teachers got to come and anchor on Bgsn.
Go to our social media to send in submissions. We need 4 teachers for 4 days.
The special shows will be taking place the week before we go on fall break. We covered how there's a canned food drive down in the HEA with Mrs. Hyde. But now JAG has their own little drive. Here's Cody Bob with more.
Here at Beech Grove High School, the JAG program is collecting old clothes and canned foods. I talked with Alexander Howe on how this is helping out homeless vets.
So we're collecting old blankets, old clothes, just any type of clothes, because we can donate smaller clothes to Servant's Heart too. We're collecting blankets and clothes and canned food for this Homeless Veterans Association.
I also asked him what this program does, as many people may not know exactly what it is about.
It's an association that deals with homeless vets because sometimes they get kind of screwed over, and that's not what our veterans deserve. They deserve far better than being homeless and being hungry and not having clothes to wear and blankets to keep them warm. Okay. We are going to be having boxes and all the I Succeeds that you can donate to.
I'm Cody Stair from Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
Representatives from colleges will come tomorrow to Beech Grove High School. Here's Garrett with why.
If you had recently looked in your email, you may have seen one from Ms. Shively. This is an email for RSVP to the Caffeine and College event, which will be held on Friday. This RSVP contains questions such as if you will be there, if you are a student, parent, or a guardian, and what your name is, so they make sure they can get a tally of everyone who has submitted it and who will be going. Be a drop-in for seniors to go to the auditorium lobby to kind of ask specific questions about college and maybe college applications. There will be representatives from different universities such as Marion and IUPUI. They will be there to talk about things such as financing and the college application in general. There will be coffee there to wake up the students who woke up early that morning to go, and delicious donuts. Wake up bright and early Friday morning so you can go. From the TV studio, I am Garrett for Bgsn.
This Friday's football theme is Gray Out, so make sure you wear your Stand Tall Together shirts. Lainey Wilson got more.
This week's football game's theme is Gray Out. I met with 2 students to learn more. I first met with senior Emily Leak to ask why this theme is so important for our Hornets.
The theme for this Friday night's game is Gray Out, because we are going all gray out for the foundation, which is Gray Matters, which is related to brain cancer, which our own athletic director, Coach English, is fighting brain cancer right now. So we are showing our support by having our student section and everyone in the stands be completely gray out to show him that we're really supporting him through his battle. I am not sure if we've ever had gray out specifically, but we've for sure never had gray out for this reason. We've had our Coaches versus Cancer game, but we've never had a specific gray out game for the Gray Matters Foundation. So this year we wanted to do it, since it's our first time, go really big and have it as gray as possible in the stands.
I then met with sophomore Erica Sussman to ask how you can show your pride at Friday night's game.
So student leadership has a spirit booth like they do at every home game, and we're going to be selling t-shirts, the Stand Tall gray t-shirts for Coach English, and we're going to be selling just spirit gear for the game. That's gray and orange and black to show like school spirit. And then during halftime, we're going to be taking the booth inside by the concession stand, so if you want stuff during halftime, we're going to be in there.
Make sure you're wearing your gray at this Friday night's football game. This has been Lainey Wilson. Thank you for watching.
The Hornets will have their next game at home this Friday, and there will be a slight change to the fan expectations. Antoine went out to get more information.
There have been slight changes to the rules and expectations of attending the home games. I went and talked to Mr. Daniels for more information.
Okay, so as far as our guidelines for spectators, I think we're just trying to get on the same page with everyone. There's always been a lot of questions and a lot of gray areas, so we really want to be, clear and concise on, what we expect of our students and our spectators and what, is not allowed. So like one of the main things is, and I know it's been done before in the past, is just making sure you have your student ID. You need to have that in order to enter into the game for free. Even if I know you or the principal knows you, Miss Mars is going to help out, or anybody there, you still have to show your ID. And I know a hint that I've heard been going around is that, take a picture of it. Even if you don't carry it with you, take a picture of it, make sure it's the right one this school year, and that way you can show it to whoever's checking out IDs at the front.
If you don't have an ID, you can pick up one from Miss Schmidt in the library. Anyone trying to get in without an ID will have to pay a $5 admission fee.
Also, there's some ideas behind like middle school and elementary. So if you have a younger sibling that's becoming the game, you are not the parent for that student, right? Your parents have to be accompanying them to the game, and they have a seating section. They can't just be running around the entire night. Just like the high school students will stand up in the bleachers and watch the game and cheer on, that's what we expect of our middle school and elementary students, either to be sitting with their parents or to be in the assigned seating section, which is on the west end of the bleachers. There's signs up in the stands where they should be.
So what were the causes for these changes?
I'd say the cause for these changes was that just at some athletic events, people working the events had questions like, should we be letting this person in, or this person have ID, but I know who they are. So I think just getting everyone on the same page who works home events, especially a football event, which is a very large event, sporting event. So we want to make sure that anyone working, knows what's going on, and that, we're able to do the same rules.
Be sure to support your fellow Hornets in their next game. This has been Antoine McDaniels for Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's toss it over to Jonathan Dance for sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your Daily Dose of Sports. In Beech Grove news, the boys soccer team had their senior night last night in the last regular season game of the year at home. Players were honored with their parents before the game and as well as halftime. Seniors Santiago Barros, Uriel Rodriguez, Tony Ortega, Jaden Harding, Anthony Tonti, and Darian Flores were part of the ceremony for their last game at the pit for Beech Grove High School. They battled against Southwestern High School, and they took the early lead 1-0. The boys had a hard-fought, close game. They had late pushes and tried a few different strategies, including putting goalie Josh Copenhaver at forward, who nearly scored. The final score was 1-1. It was a good game by the Hornets, and congratulations to the seniors on their final season. Tonight, boys tennis has a meet at Triton Central. Girls soccer will play at Park Tudor, and all three volleyball teams will host Franklin Community. As you know, tomorrow the varsity football team will host Monrovia for an important ICC matchup. Come out and support them and Coach English. That's all for sports today, everyone. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all for your daily dose of Beech Grove student news.
Teachers, don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified every time we go live.
Also, make sure to follow us on social media at Beech Grove Student News.
Remember, Hornets, you are beautiful. You are one of a kind. Have a fantastic, thriving Thursday.